I just bought acres of land. I'm building a foundation, a compound. I'm getting married. It's so much things that I've been working on behind the scenes with God. I'm just going to allow him to just bless it, sanctify it, and that's it. I'm out the way on purpose.
The internet thought it had reached peak madness with Chrisean Rock's past chaos. But apparently the universe saved the real insanity for today. Because out of nowhere, Chrisean stepped onto Instagram Live like she was delivering the 10 Commandments personally, and announced that baby Junior isn't just a child. He's the new savior. Yes, you heard that right. The woman who fought Zeus network security with one shoe on is now declaring divine prophecy. And honestly, this makes the Kardashians look like kindergarten teachers. Peacefully finger dash painting. What started as a regular Chrisean checking in moments suddenly turned into a sermon that had viewers clutching their phones like holy relics. Her tone shifted, her eyes got intense, and she started talking about chosen ones, divine paths, and spiritual vibrations, like she swallowed a whole horoscope chart. Within minutes, people were asking if Junior just got promoted from baby to Messiah without HR approval. And when she mentioned buying acres of land for a higher purpose, the internet nearly exploded like a microwave full of metal. This wasn't a live stream anymore. This was a religious plot twist no one ordered. And if you think the hook is wild, wait until you hear the rest. Because this story doesn't just go left. It goes off the map entirely. The rumor didn't start with a whisper. It kicked down the internet's front door with no warning. It began when Chrisean posted a picture of Junior sitting on her lap, sunlight hitting him like he was being filmed for a Renaissance painting. The caption: "He was chosen before he was even born." Fans laughed at first, assuming she was being her usual dramatic self. But things escalated faster than blue-face dodging child support when she suddenly jumped on live looking like she had been visited by angels, ancestors, and a motivational speaker all at once. She opened the live with the energy of someone about to confess a federal crime. But instead of drama, she leaned into the camera and said, "Junior is not just my baby. He's the new savior of this generation." The comment section immediately malfunctioned. People typed question marks like they were being paid for each one. Others dropped prayer hands, while the trolls asked if she bumped her head on the studio equipment. The confusion alone could have broken the Wi-Fi in 5 states. Then came the real bomb. She started talking about visions and signs she had been receiving ever since Junior was born. She claimed the baby had an aura that glows, and viewers swore she was seconds away from revealing he could walk on bathwater. Some fans got scared, some got entertained, and the rest were already imagining Junior being carried around, like Simba on Pride Rock. The entire live turned into a chaotic mix of spirituality, comedy, and pure Chrisean delusion. Just when the viewers thought she was trolling, she pulled out papers, real documents, and said she had purchased acres of land. The live froze for multiple people at the same time. She said she bought the land for a community, then corrected herself and said a healing space, then corrected that and said a place where people can find truth through Junior. The whiplash was insane. She had basically gone from rapper baby mama to spiritual leader in under 3 minutes. As she kept talking, she described the land like it was her personal holy ground, a place where people can come, learn, grow, and receive blessings through my baby. The comment section turned into a courtroom, with half the viewers screaming cult and the other half screaming queen. People asked if she was starting a church, a commune, or the world's most chaotic daycare. Some fans begged her to stop. Others begged for tickets. If confusion was a currency, Chrisean would have been a billionaire right then. She then started describing Junior like she was reading a prophecy scroll. She said he cries only when energies are off and smiles when the spirit aligns. Viewers were in tears from laughter, fear, or both. Someone commented, "Sis, he's a baby," and instantly got blocked. Another fan typed, "Is this the Junior ministry?" and got 3,000 likes in seconds. The internet had shifted from watching the live to documenting it like they were witnessing the birth of a new religion. The more she talked, the deeper she dove into mystical territory. She said Junior communicates without words, and at that point, viewers were convinced she was describing telepathy. She claimed the baby had a calling, and you could tell she was fully invested in this storyline. People who joined late thought they had accidentally clicked into a live stream for a spiritual retreat. But no, this was Chrisean Rock turning motherhood into mythology. Then she said the line that truly broke the internet. "God told me Junior is meant to guide people." Screenshots flew across the internet within seconds. Memes, edits, TikToks, the content machine started operating like a factory on full power. People edited Junior with Photoshop halos, angel wings, glowing eyes, and robes. Others joked that Junior now had disciples. Someone even tweeted, "We living in the book of Chrisean 3:16." And it instantly went viral. Blogs picked up the story in real time. Titles popped up everywhere. Chrisean declares Junior the new savior. Cult rumors spark after land purchase. Internet loses mind over Chrisean prophecy. Fans were tagging psychologists. Pastors and real estate agents, like all three, would be needed urgently. And Blueface. He posted nothing, but that didn't stop the entire internet from assuming he was somewhere shaking his head in slow motion, as the live continued spiraling toward spiritual chaos. Chrisean started explaining that Junior was protected by higher beings, a sentence that made viewers clutch their seatbelts. She said she sensed something greater around him since birth, and that the world would understand soon. The drama levels were so high you could practically feel the air get thick through the screen. People weren't watching anymore. They were witnessing history unfold in the most confusing way possible. Near the end of the live, Chrisean announced she would be building a center where people could come find clarity. The internet officially crowned it a cult. Twitter erupted. TikTok analysts were recording videos. Rational people were screaming at their phones. And fans. They were either joining, joking, or completely unhinged. One thing was clear, this storyline wasn't ending anytime soon. The moment Chrisean ended the live, the internet behaved like she had just dropped a Marvel trailer for the end of humanity. People sprinted to Twitter like their thumbs were possessed. Timeline. On fire. Memes. Multiplying like gremlins fed after midnight. Someone photoshopped Junior floating in the clouds like a Renaissance angel. Another edited him onto a church stained glass window with Chrisean holding him like Virgin Mary with a Zeus network twist. It was spiritual, chaotic, and deeply unserious. The exact combination the internet lives for. Celebrities started reacting in the most celebrity way possible, silently. Not one of them said Junior was the Messiah, but they sure were watching like it was the BET Awards pre-show. Lil Nas X tweeted Luwu, "What is happening?" Cardi B liked a meme of Junior wearing heavenly armor. Even Snoop Dogg posted a video of himself looking confused with the caption, "This some new flavor." Meanwhile, Shade Room interns were probably doing jumping jacks, because Chrisean had just handed them a week's worth of content on a golden platter. Then came the wildest twist. Someone leaked drone footage of the actual land Chrisean had purchased. Acres of dirt, trees, and a broken fence. And the internet instantly started calling it Holy Ground Zero. People joked that baptisms would take place in puddles, prayer sessions in the mud, and Junior would be preaching from a tree stump like Moses with a pacifier. TikTok spiritualists claimed they felt energy through the screen, while atheists said this was the best comedy show they'd ever seen. Rumors exploded faster than Blueface, dodging accountability. One blog claimed Chrisean was forming a new age spiritual community. Another insisted she was starting her own religion. One even joked that Junior already had 12 disciples, listing Carlisa, and several random men nobody recognized. People started asking if membership included merch. Someone wrote, "Do we get matching robes or nah?" Thousands of likes. The internet was completely unserious and obsessed as the memes grew wilder. Conspiracy theories started slithering through the cracks. A group of fans swore they saw strange symbols in the background of Chrisean's paperwork. Spoiler, it was just shadows. But that didn't stop Twitter detectives. From claiming she had ancient prophecy scrolls, others alleged that Chrisean had been studying spiritual texts, which was funny, because she could have simply been reading motivational quotes on Pinterest. But online chaos doesn't require proof, just enthusiasm. Meanwhile, pastors started chiming in. Actual pastors. Some were laughing, others were nervous, and a few were trying to rebuke the energy. One even posted a sermon clip warning people not to follow false prophets born from celebrity status, which only made the internet drag him for free promotion. Because the truth was obvious. Nobody actually believed Junior was the savior. They were just entertained that Chrisean turned motherhood into biblical cosplay. Blueface finally tweeted something, 3 laughing emojis. Nothing else. No explanation. No follow-up. No clarification. The internet took those emojis and built entire theories around them. Some fans claimed he was laughing at Chrisean. Others said he was laughing at the blogs. A few suggested he was laughing because he had no idea what was happening, which honestly seemed like the most realistic option. Blueface and Confusion have always been in a committed relationship. But then another twist exploded. Onto the timeline, someone leaked a voice note of Chrisean's cousin claiming people were misunderstanding the message. According to the cousin, Chrisean wasn't calling Junior Jesus. She was calling him a symbol of hope. But at that point, nobody cared. The meme factory had already declared Junior the spiritual CEO of 2025. Once the internet crowns you, there's no turning back. Then a TikTok creator took things to the moon. They dressed up as a cult recruiter and filmed a parody skit of Junior Ministries enrollment. There were fake robes, fake pamphlets, fake chants, and a full sermon about milk bottles representing spiritual purity. The video hit 3 million views in hours. Even Chrisean saw it and commented, "Y'all crazy, lol," which only made the internet troll harder. But the chaos wasn't done. Fans discovered Chrisean had followed a bunch of spiritual pages, meditation gurus, Christo healers, energy readers, and pages about sacred parenting. People freaked out. Someone tweeted, "The cult is confirmed," with 80,000 retweets. Others joked that JR's first words would be a sermon. Someone else wrote, "If Junior starts levitating, I'm logging out permanently." Nobody knew what was true, but everyone knew it was entertaining. Then Carlisa entered the mix because, of course, she did. She went live, rolling her eyes so hard they nearly left her skull. She claimed Chrisean Dunn lost her mind and laughed at the idea of Junior being the new leader of anything. She said if Junior was the savior, she was the Queen of England. The internet immediately turned her rant into duet videos, edits, and memes. Some fans agreed with her, others dragged her. But everyone watched because Carlisa Plus. Drama equals guaranteed views. The public's reactions reached levels of chaos rarely seen. People weren't just making memes, they were writing full fake scriptures. Junior 2:14, "Thou shalt not throw bottles unless spiritually guided." Book of Chrisean, Chapter 7, "Baby takes wheel." Fan fiction level comedy everywhere. TikTok creators held dramatic readings of these fake verses with candlelight and choir music. It was unhinged brilliance. But then things took a darker twist. Actual cult experts started commenting. They warned that celebrity worship can lead to dangerous group behavior, which frightened casual viewers but made hardcore fans even louder. Suddenly, old videos of Chrisean talking about energy cleansing resurfaced. Conspiracy channels made hour-long explainers. People claimed she was creating a neo-spiritual movement, like she was starting the Avengers of Enlightenment. Every platform was exploding. Instagram, TikTok, X, Facebook, anti-groups, even Reddit cult threads. Everyone had a theory. Everyone had an opinion. Everyone had a meme. JR had somehow become the most talked about baby in the world, beating royal babies, Kardashian babies, and even the AI-generated babies influencers keep posting. And through it all, Chrisean stayed silent. Not a word, not a post, not a clarification, which only added gasoline to the wildfire. The longer she stayed quiet, the louder the internet got. Fans thought she was preparing a statement. Haters thought she was doubling down. Conspiracy theorists thought she was planning a ceremony. Nobody knew anything, and that was exactly why the chaos kept growing. By nightfall, Jair had been declared everything from a prophet to a meme lord to the CEO of spirituality. And in the middle of the storm, one thing became clear. This controversy was no longer just a rumor. It had transformed into a full-blown cultural event, and the next phase would be even crazier. By the next morning, the internet wasn't just buzzing, it was vibrating like someone plugged the entire timeline into a malfunctioning generator. Every major blog was reporting Chrisean's new savior moment, like it was breaking geopolitical news. Headlines stretched across social feeds. Is Junior the Messiah? Chrisean's Holy Land purchase exposed. Cult rumors spiral out of control. The digital world had gone from laughing to genuinely wondering if they were. Witnessing the birth of Hollywood's strangest religious movement since Kanye tried to start Sunday service Heaven Edition offline. Things were just as chaotic. Reporters were allegedly calling her friends, her team, even Blueface's confused barber for statements. Fans were camping inside comment sections like they were waiting for Beyoncé tickets. And Chrisean's silence. That silence was louder than every live stream meltdown she's ever done. It made people paranoid. It made haters excited. It made fans defend her harder. Everyone was trying to decode her next move, and the mystery only made her look more unpredictable, more mystical, and more dangerous. Blueface, on the other hand, suddenly had too much attention on him. People were demanding he explain if Junior was the chosen one. Like the man could barely explain his own life choices, let alone divine prophecy. Still, bloggers stalked his every post, interpreting emojis like biblical symbols. If he posted a cloud, people thought it meant heavenly blessings. If he posted a drink, people thought it symbolized the sacred cup. The delusion was industrial strength, but that's what happens when the internet catches a storyline this juicy. Meanwhile, the land Chrisean purchased started trending by itself. Locals were driving past it, taking pictures, localizing shaky videos like they hoped Junior would descend from the sky holding a sippy cup. Some swore they saw strange lights, even though it was probably just headlights from a Toyota Camry. Others claimed energy healers were already showing up trying to bless the soil. A random woman even tried to sell Junior blessed rocks on Facebook Marketplace. The internet had opened a portal that no one could shut. The cult rumors got so big that major podcasts dedicated entire episodes to the situation. Some discussed it seriously, others mocked it, and the rest treated it like a social experiment. They questioned whether celebrity influence had finally gone too far. They wondered if this was a cry for help, a marketing stunt, or just Chrisean being Chrisean on a particularly chaotic day. One expert said it was the result of trauma, fame, and emotional pressure colliding. But the internet didn't care about psychology. It cared about drama. Then came Carlisa. Because of course she couldn't sit silently while her grandson was being rebranded as the spiritual ambassador of 2025. She went live yapping faster than a malfunctioning blender. She said, "Ain't no savior in that baby, I promise you that." And rolled her eyes so hard it looked like they might escape orbit. She accused Chrisean of being delusional, dangerous, manipulative, and bored. She even claimed the land was probably haunted or full of raccoons. Like always. She made things worse while thinking she was helping. But here's where the plot took sharpest turn. Chrisean finally returned to social media. No long caption, no explanation, no meltdown. Just a single picture of Junior smiling with the caption, "Chosen." That one word detonated the timeline all over again. People screamed. People panicked. People created 20 new theories. Fans said she was standing on business. Haters called her unstable. Conspiracy theorists said her silence proved she was planning a ceremony. And memes. The memes were unstoppable. The photo instantly became the most viral image she'd posted in months. JR was now officially the internet's favorite baby prophet, whether he wanted that title or not. Chrisean supporters flooded the comments with hearts and angel emojis, praising her for embracing motherhood in a powerful spiritual way. Critics accused her of messianic delusion and begged her to go to therapy instead of Home Depot to build a cult compound. But regardless of opinions, one thing was clear: everyone was watching. The psychological impact hit fast. Some fans who previously loved Chrisean now stepped back, unsure whether they were witnessing empowerment or madness. Others felt even more connected, believing she was transforming motherhood into a deeper journey. And then you had the people who didn't care at all. They were simply entertained by the absurdity of watching the internet collectively lose its mind over a baby wearing a bib. The aftermath didn't spare Junior either. His name was trending, his photos were circulating, and everyone kept joking that he would grow up and find out he was labeled the next Messiah before he could even talk. People imagined him giving press conferences at age 6, denying cult allegations. Others wondered if he'd one day sue TikTok for emotional damages. It was messy, it was chaotic, and it was everything Chrisean never expected, and somehow created. But the biggest consequence landed on Chrisean's reputation. Overnight, she went from celebrity drama magnet to spiritual wild card. The internet struggled to categorize her. Was she trolling? Was she serious? Was she overwhelmed? Was she laughing behind the scenes? That ambiguity became part of her power. People couldn't figure her out. And that mystery is what kept the storyline alive, spreading, and mutating like an unstoppable virus of confusion. In the end, the controversy didn't destroy Chrisean, it amplified her. Critics claimed she lost touch with reality. Fans insisted she was tapping into something deeper. Meanwhile, Chrisean just kept posting cryptic messages, smiling pictures of Junior and hints about her mysterious land. The chaos she created had taken on a life of its own, no longer controlled by truth or logic, but by the internet's hunger for spectacle. And deep down, everyone knew this wasn't the end. Because the moment Chrisean buys one more acre, posts one more cryptic message, or goes live with one more spiritual rant, the entire world will be right back here watching, judging, laughing, and losing their minds all over again. And just like that, we've reached the end of another chapter in the never-ending saga of Chrisean Rock versus reality. If your jaw is still on the floor and your brain is begging for therapy after everything you just heard, congratulations. You're officially a certified survivor of celebrity chaos. But don't get it twisted. This story is far from over. In fact, knowing Chrisean, she's probably somewhere right now planning the next prophecy, the next plot twist, or the next land purchase that sends the internet into another spiritual meltdown. Before you vanish into the comment section to argue, theorize, or start writing the book of Junior Chapter 1, make sure you smash that like button like it owes you emotional damages. Because these videos take time, tears, and at least 3 cups of caffeine to break down. Drop your wildest predictions below. Is the cult real? Is Junior truly the chosen one? Or is this just Hollywood running low on sanity? I want to see chaos comedy and conspiracies swirling through the comments like a digital tornado. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button harder than 4. Why did then hits live stream drama? Because here at Expose Express, scandals don't sleep, and neither do we. Turn on notifications so tight they wake you up at 3 a.m. like breaking. The cult bought more land. Trust me, you don't want to miss a single episode of this reality show disguised as real life. Stay tuned, stay messy, stay unbothered. This is Expose Express, where the truth is wild, the rumors are wilder, and the scandals are absolutely unhinged.